Easter's done. Valentino's Day's done. Fucking Passover's done. It's all done. We've covered the fucking spectrum. And now, straight to fucking Memorial Day, slinging dick and by the motherfucking pool. That's all I'm looking. Right now, all I give a fuck about is my local pool opening. I got 6 weeks. I'm counting it fucking down. You remember when you were a kid, you had the calendar on the wall with the X's in it and shit? 38 days till school's over. That's how Papa is thinking about the fucking pool this year. I got a system. I'm going to lift in the morning, a little jiu-jitsu at lunch, right to the fucking gym, 1 o'clock, smoke a couple numbers, get some vitamin D, kill the COVID, and move fucking forward. That's it, man. Everybody wants to know what's going on, so I'll fucking tell you how it evolved and how it took place. I know Two Bears in the Cave was up last week, and the cocksuckers thought they set me up and whatever the fuck they were thinking. I love those two cocksuckers. You know, you gotta love Bert and Tom. I have a lot of respect for both of those fucking guys. As comics, as parents, as human beings. I mean, they've done things I never even dreamed of doing. They're younger than I am. Tom Segura has really come a long way, but one thing, he always stayed a fucking great guy. You know, Tom's a great guy. When Tom kept calling me to go down there, I was like, you know what, I don't know. And I went down there and listen, if you don't think I was like that chubby girl at 2:30 in the hotel lobby. I knew it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it's going to happen. You're going to end up going to some guy's room and sucking his dick. I know, I'm the chubby girl. I get no love. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, sometimes you know what's going to go down. Why are you resisting it? I knew at some point I was going to do something on the stage. The energy was going to call me out there. And it was very weird because it all came, listen, man, I told you motherfuckers once, I told you 1,000 times, I loved how things go down. There was a thing somebody told me years ago, that if something sucks in the beginning, a movie, you're recording an album with your band, you get there and the fucking guy's under the couch on heroin, it's going to be a long fucking 6 weeks, you know. You're building a house the first day, you know, it's just, you guys know, unless you're a fucking idiot. You know, you ever do something with somebody and you know in the back of your mind, this is a fucking no-win situation. And they're like, let's go, let's dig 6 more inches. And you're like, we're just wasting our time. Somebody's going to hit a fucking line and get fucking electrocuted. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't pay. Like, I believe in fucking never giving up. But I also believe sometimes it's a very fine line between giving up and throwing your cards in. You know, last week I was talking about my friend Sarah, rest in peace, who died last week. I was telling you guys the story, kind of, sort of. And what I was hinting at was, even when I was on the church, you know, I got on there every day and I preached, don't give up, blah, 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 blah. But whoa. There's a fucking fine line between you spinning your fucking wheels and you pushing to get ahead. There's always been that fine line, you know, and you have to catch yourself. Because if not, you're killing yourself to live, in the immortal words of Black Sabbath. That's what you basically. That's how it always came back to that. You're killing your fucking self to live. So you got to know when to, you know, do 85 and when to put the fucking brakes on, and when to go, you know what, I gave this my all. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to stay in LA. I'm going to downsize this. I'm going to take my comedy act to Phoenix, get a day job with insurance, get my life together, do some writing, and stick to a plan. It all comes back to what I guys tell you about a fucking plan. You always have to have a plan. For the last, I think, 3 weeks before, a little liquid IV, always good for you on a fucking Monday morning. A little Concord grape, tremendous. 3 weeks before I went up to Tom's, I wanted to take a look. Before I threw in the towel, I wanted just to go to a comedy show and take a look. Take a look to see if I remembered something. Just take a look. But I knew if I took a look, I'm one of those motherfuckers. If I put a uniform on, I got to go to war. Like, I'm not one of those guys that could sit from the fucking sideline. So you guys don't remember telling, I told you motherfuckers I went over to Stacks, one of my favorite breakfast joints. They do comedy there. I like the owners, the 2 women. But I couldn't get parking. That was maybe the night before Tom. Yes, it was the night before Tom. I went to Stacks just to check out stand-up, just to see if it was something that I even wanted to be around or whatever. I'm not bored. I don't need a fucking job. I need a hobby. I'm pretty busy with the fucking girls. I'm pretty busy here. 9 out of 10 times when you talk to me at 3 in the afternoon, I already got my night planned out. You know, this last week, Thursday, we went to the fucking movies to see, I don't know, some fucking bunny rabbit that spins around or whatever. I don't fucking know. Gizmo, Sonic, the Hedgehog or whatever the fuck. You know, 20 people were there. Like kids and adults, you know. I didn't plan it. What do you think? I sat there and go, I want to see a Hedgehog. No. They call me, I go. That's it. It's that simple. You got a family. You got kids. I don't know. Friday night, we went to a fucking tremendously, like, family restaurant because there's fucking 13, 14 of us every fucking Friday. Last night, I think there was like 16 of us. And Friday night, there was like 16 of us, and we had to find a place to eat. The kids have no fucking sports. You know, what am I going to tell them? I can't go out to dinner because I got to do a fucking spot at some hellhole. Fuck you. Saturday, I went to an Easter thing. They made ribs. The kids fucking ran around and jumped up and down. You know, so I knew that I have to do it during the week. The weekends are fucking kaput for me. You know, so it's basically a hobby. So when I went down to Tom's, you know, I when I got off stage, my mind was racing about all the things that were possible to me. And then over the next 3 days, when I came down from the adrenaline, I thought about all the things that I didn't want to do. You know, so it was a perfect balance for me. I was there. It took me by storm. I didn't sleep a night. You know, I lost a night's sleep just thinking about my next move. And then I still didn't know after I got on stage. Rich Voss, we were talking, and he goes, Vinny's open. Dino's got Wednesday night open. I go, let's go. Let's get this shit the fuck over with. You know, and what fucking got me mad was, listen, I tell you guys the truth. Don't expect nothing. Don't expect. What do you think? I'm going to light myself on fire? I mean, I'd love to tell you that for the last 18 months I wrote religiously. I didn't. I wrote, you know, for the book, I wrote the story of my life. I outlined shit like that. Every once in a while, if I cracked a joke, I wrote it down. Like, you know, New Jersey has the highest rate of autism, you know, shit like that.